Honk your horn if you think we need jobs down here. Honk your horn for jobs. Honk your horn for jobs down here. Thank you. Honk your horn for jobs. Honk your horn for jobs. Honk your horn for jobs. Honk your horn for jobs at a living wage. Honk your horn for the people who are unemployed. Honk your horn for jobs. Honk your horn for jobs. Honk your horn for jobs at a living wage. Jobs at a union wage. Honk your horn for economic justice. We need economic justice in America. They've taken our democracy and turned it into a plutocracy. They've taken a society that's supposed to benefit the majority, and now it benefits the minority. Honk your horn one time for jobs in the community. Thank you. Honk your horn for jobs. Honk your horn for jobs.
Okay, we're here today with Larry Hamm of the People's Organization for Progress, chairman of the statewide organization. It's based out of Newark. And I wanted to have you here today because today we just finished doing the daily protest, right? And today is day 50, is that not right?
That's correct.
Right, so some weeks ago we had a short interview about the daily protest. Can you remind us why People's Organization for Progress, better known as POP, has decided to do these?
Well, one of the reasons, the major reason that we decided to do these daily protests is because of the intensification of the social crisis in our community. The conditions, the economic conditions are growing worse daily. In the country, there's 9.1% unemployment. That's less than 1% away from depression level unemployment. But the percentage actually obfuscates more than it reveals. 9.1% officially is 16 million people unemployed who are collecting benefits. Now there are millions more who are not counted because their unemployment benefits have run out. And there are people who've been unemployed for a number of years, who just dropped out of the job market. So we could have anywhere from 20 to 25 million people unemployed in the United States today. Now the official unemployment figure in the black community is 18%. That's almost twice the depression level. And then you come to New Jersey, in Essex County, the county that Newark is located in, the unemployment rate is 20%. That's twice depression level. Newark, New Jersey is 22%. I was told by a legislative aide the other day, in the West Ward of Newark, the unemployment rate is 30%. That's 3 times the depression level rate. And then if you segment out certain populations, take black men for instance, black men have an unemployment rate of 50% in Newark and other major urban cities across the country. So we have unemployment rates in some areas that are higher than the 25% unemployment rate that existed in this country during the Great Depression. As a matter of fact, we actually have twice the number of people unemployed today. There were over 11 million unemployed during the Depression. We have, as I said before, maybe over 20 million people unemployed. And people are saying that we have to work, that we have to wait for the marketplace to correct this problem. People say that the economic benefits of the recovery will trickle down. Well, the facts don't bear that out. As a matter of fact, this is the longest recession where unemployment has remained as high as 9% for almost 2 years. No other recession has had that. And with the roller coaster going on in the stock market, you know, we can see unemployment continue to rise in this country. So the major reason that we've been demonstrating, we've been calling for a national jobs program. Just as President Roosevelt intervened, President Roosevelt and Congress intervened in the economy during the 1930s. They created a national jobs program called the WPA, the Works Progress Administration. And within several years, they put 11 million people back to work. We need a new WPA. We need a new national jobs program to put the 20 millions that are unemployed in this country back to work. Putting people back to work is the way to economic recovery. Not giving the banks more money, not giving the corporations more money. You know, the only one that trickle down is working for are the banks and corporations that have made record profits this past year. People don't know that they have made record profits. And they have taken that money and in many instances turned around and given themselves multi-million-dollar bonuses. You know, it's wrong. It's just wrong what's happening in the country today. We need a new economic policy that takes us in a new direction, a policy that benefits the majority, benefits the working people and the middle class and the poor people in this country. That's what we need, not an economic policy that makes the rich even more rich.
Yeah, make the rich richer.
Right.
So, and you spoke about how there are a number of people saying that the private sector is what needs to get going to get us started, and that there's segments of the government who are saying that we need to cut more spending, and that we need to lower taxes even more.
Right.
So I'm not sure how they think that that's going to, taking money out of the economy is going to help jumpstart it. I have no idea. But I do want